Hello. Let's see who pops on. So excited to be here today. Well, there's one. Hello, hello, hello. I got the momhood hurries on this morning. Hello, hello. That's a lot of people. Hi guys. We're gonna wait like 4 minutes and see who jumps on. Say hi. Say hi if you're on. How's that, guys? What does it look like? I can't tell. I can't tell. Three more minutes. Everybody say hi. I'm gonna put some illuminator on, I think. Who's on? Tell me. Hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. What you think? A little illuminator. Oh yeah. What you think? 2 more minutes. Little bit. Maybe a little Sabrina. What you think? 2 more minutes. Little Sabrina. Who's on? Say hi, say hi. We're just waiting a few minutes to see who jumps on. Say hi. How's it look, guys? How's it look? Got my black cherry today. Hi, hi. One more minute. What do I need? Oh, you know what I need? I need a pop. I need some pop. Some ginger. Hello, hello, hello. One more minute and we'll start. Yeah, see that? Yes, ladies. 1 more minute and I will start. Just a little bit, right? 1 more minute. And I'm ready. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, I'm Alicia Ferris, and I was asked to come on here and tell you guys my story. Let's see. I had to write everything down. Oh my God. Mom house. I'm telling you. My husband just walked in. The dogs are barking. That's how it goes. Okay, so Hi again, I'm Alicia Ferris, and I was asked to come on here and tell you my story. I have been a Seint artist since October. What's this? The end of October, so November, December, January. So like 3 months, not that long. So for all you newbies, props to the newbies. Okay. So the thing about my story is it probably started a little like all of your stories, where you are home, COVID, homeschooling, just chilling out at your house. Hi, Angel. And needing something to escape to, needing something that feeds your soul, needing something that entertains you as an adult, as a woman. And I was homeschooling these boys. Wow, I don't know why the light changed. I think I don't know. I was homeschooling these boys. And they're not my boys, but my husband and I have been doing foster parenting for 7 years. So we were asked to watch these boys, but we weren't getting paid for them or helped with them or anything. And their mom really needed help, so we just continued doing it. And then I had my goddaughter as well. And so I'm doing all this homeschooling and feeling kind of like unproductive because I'm helping my kids, but I'm not doing anything for myself. So I start watching videos to feed my soul, like, what's her name? Bailey Sarian. I love watching her do makeup and talk about, actually she's talking about murderers, but it's very interesting actually. And then I started watching my cousin Alana Mizell. I'm sure some of you know who Alana is. And she's gorgeous, and she was doing Seint makeup, and I was enjoying watching her play with her family, talk with her husband, tell you a little bit about makeup, and I was just enjoying watching her, and then started thinking, hey, I'm home. I'm not making any money. Because I'm home with my goddaughter because she needs me to be home homeschooling her because her dad works nights. So I was like, you know what? I could do this. I love putting on makeup. I love playing with makeup. I love teaching. I've been doing early childhood development since 2005, maybe actually before that. So I decided that I would get involved. And so at the end of October, I decided I would start the whole process because the boys are now in the YMCA program over here, and I could release them, and somebody is helping them. So I feel good about releasing them to somebody else. Yeah, I have a stain here, but this is my favorite shirt, guys. This is my favorite shirt. It probably has holes in it. I wear it all the time. It has some bleach from me being in a classroom and sanitizing things back in the day. But so I get involved in October. I buy the big kit. And I don't know. I was so excited when the kit came in, but I'm not good with technology. I'm not good with figuring out anything that has to do with computers. I'm not good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not good with any of those things. So when I got in here, I was more worried about being able to use the computer for anything. or my phone or you know, I wasn't worried about talking because I am a singer and I've been on stage and I sing with my church, and talking is not, that's my personality. So I was not worried about that. I was worried about the technology. I was worried about being able to accrue people. So I get into this, and I started in October. I didn't have much time in October to do things, but I made rank in October because I went every Monday. I would plan an in-person color match with somebody at my church, because that's the only place that I was allowed to interact with the people, because I'd already been doing it. So I got like 5 or 6 color matches between October and November, and in November I made like $600 for the company, a couple hundred for me. But I didn't know that you started a party before you got orders so that you could get free stuff. So I was buying my own my own stuff, but I did get a lot of I did get a lot of people in November. But then we got to December, ladies. December. November got me hyped because I got all these orders and I got all these color matches, and I love doing in-person color matches, guys. So it really hurts me that COVID, my state is shut down, just barely opening now. So I had to do it with church people, and I had to think about what friends would, you know, be willing to do it. Because I wasn't willing. I just have this thing about, if it's not going to work, I don't want to spend the time doing it. So I was like, I need to know that they, in my head, that I think they would be a good match for me to ask them. I wouldn't even ask unless I thought that they were going to say yes. Because I was scared about getting a no. You know, I don't know. You know how you are when you're trying to get going. So I get going in December, and I can't get any orders. I can't get any. I did a couple of color matches on people, but I couldn't get any orders. And so December really, really hurt me. And then, you know what I did was I turned it around and I said, you know what can I do to make this better? So I went and I learned how to do parties, but I was scared, just like some of you. I was scared about doing it. So I went in and I made my own party. So I did 2 parties in January. That were my parties that I hosted, just to figure out how to use all the technology and how to do all the things. So I was accomplishing learning how to throw these parties. I was learning how to do all the things that involved parties, but not with Visly, just with Facebook. And I got orders from one party from 4 people. So again, I had lifted up my spirits by doing what I was teaching myself. I was setting little goals, like I want to throw 2 parties in January, so that I learn how to do those parties. So I did learn something. I did move forward, but I did not get a whole lot of results. So I had to remind myself, it's hard for everybody. It's hard for everybody right now because of COVID. We just had the holidays. We just had so little tips that I have for everybody today. One being, lows help you learn if you use them as an advantage. If something doesn't work, you learn how to correct it. If it works really well, and then tanks the next week, I feel like you don't learn as well as if it tanks and then you go and correct it. So, and if it really helps me grow as a person to set these little goals of, I'm going to do this one thing, learn this one thing. I'm not focusing, because every time I focus on the money, guys, this is what you're hearing. I focused on the money and I got discouraged. I focused on the personal growth and I got charged up, right? So I was charged up to start because I was going to have personal growth. And I did really well because I hustled. So there's two, right? Focus on personal growth, but hustle. You got to get in there and do the work. You can't sit back and expect them to bring in the money. You've got to put your face out there. You've got to ask. That ask thing is really hard, and I know it is because I was trying to do it myself. Okay, so personal growth is good. Focusing on the money is bad. Okay? If your goal is to earn money, that's okay, but don't focus on the money part, the dollar sign. Focus on what it takes to get there and make that your goal. Okay? So there's a difference here. Okay? So I'm going in and I'm learning. Okay, well, the parties that I'm throwing by myself are not going as well. Not because they're not good parties, but because I'm working with my circle only. And I don't have a ton of friends, and a lot of my friends don't have a lot of money, and a lot of my family, because I come from like hillbilly no makeup state, they don't wear makeup. So this isn't helping me. So okay, how can I fix this? This is my low. I'm bummed out. How do I fix this? Next goal. Okay, so this is the problem, is you can't, that's the other thing. Okay, so don't focus on the money. You do have to hustle, and when you're down, make a small goal. Not a big goal. I'm going to make $1 million by the end of the year. That's not a good goal. I mean, this week, what are you going to do to improve, to learn, to move forward? Okay. So I go in here and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do next. And then my upline, my aunt, she's my Alana Meisel's mom, Robin Raleigh. Some of you might know her. She texts me. This is the other thing. Uplines. If you're feeling down, probably your downlines are. So it's great to send them a message and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Do you want to join me? And that's exactly what my aunt did. She said, we're going to, this challenge for February where we're going to throw a couple of parties, 2 parties during the month, but with hostesses. I was like, hostesses? I have a problem asking. So I was like, who can I ask? I don't think anybody's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, just send it out to the people who are already in your party group or already your friends and all that stuff. So, okay. I still did that thing. Who will probably do this? I couldn't make myself ask people I didn't think would do it. And that is to your advantage because you're doing extra work sometimes if you're targeting people you know aren't going to do it, but you're also putting yourself at a disadvantage sometimes because some of those people that you didn't ask might have said yes. So just ask. You know, no is not a big deal. You just move on. No and move on. Not no and I'm stuck here, right? So I asked a bunch of people, and right away that night, my friend Luba, who had also helped me get an in-person color match that wasn't in my church, said she would do a party. And then Miss Angel here is going to do a party next week. So I have 2 parties already. And it was just because I stepped out there and asked. So that's that sugar thing, right? Ask the people. If they say no, you move on to the next person. But if you don't ask, you will never know. Don't be afraid of the no's, because no, it just means, okay, next goal. It doesn't mean you're done. And that's what you got to wrap your head around. And I know I have to do it myself. So I as you can see, I'm a teacher kind of person. And my story is that I love to teach, and that I'm enjoying setting goals for myself in the house here with all these kids. Now I have a daughter in here. She's 15, and we are adopting her probably in May. So I have a teenager and a 6-year-old that I'm helping homeschool, and I'm doing this business. And it's a little less than I was doing before because I had like 4 kids in here. But it's enabled me to stay at home and help my goddaughter. And I'm so grateful for being able to set goals for myself as well. Like, self-learning is important. You feel empowered when you learn something new. So step out there, ask the questions, do the work, use your setback as a goal motivator, not a stopper, right? Setbacks are goal motivators. So I'm in there, and I'm doing all of this. I did not know how to do technology before. I did not have an easy time of asking. I did not know how to organize all of this stuff and make it work out for my life. I just made these little goals and went from there. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit and tell you a little bit about the rest of my story. So 6 years ago, I had been hanging out with these people, Eli and Jamie. And Jamie came to our church for the first time, drunk and hurting and off the streets, coming back to her husband. And I spent a lot of time doing Bible studies and women's help sessions. Teacher again, there's the teacher again. Trying to help her become more motivated for life. And spending time creating a friendship with her as well. She's younger than me. I'm 41, by the way. She's younger than me. And we spent many, many years trying to motivate her to get personal help for drugs and alcohol. It was hurting her relationship. It was hurting her, but she had been through so many painful things before that, but it was hard to wrap her head around doing something that would cause her to have to go through it again. So then they got pregnant, and she became free for a little bit. I got to see her real personality, her real her, and I took her everywhere with me because I was enjoying her company. Her husband was enjoying her company. She looked beautiful and radiant because she was pregnant, and drug-free, alcohol-free. It was amazing. And then Maeve was born, and the first thing that happened is that Eli and Jamie took a nap. And I was there. She did a home birth with a midwife, and I was like her other coach. I was there during the whole time. Maeve knew my voice when she came out. But I had her in the living room, and I said, "Kiddo, a lot of your life is going to be spent hanging out with me like this. I'm pretty much guaranteeing it here, kiddo. You're stuck with me." And I didn't know how much that statement was real. So after about, I'd say 5 months, Mom went back to her old ways. And there were a lot of terrible things that happened at night because Mom was home alone with the baby and Dad was working. And eventually Dad finally released himself from her and was illegally separated from her. But he works nights, and he's a single parent, and he has no idea how to raise any child ever. He's not... He has 9 concussions from wrestling and falling down. So he has memory problems, and he was raised by grandma. So there were a lot of things that did not help him in the raising of a child, especially a girl department. So we ended up bringing her to our house when she was 2 and starting to watch her when she was 2. She's almost 7 now, but she's been at our house for that long. And when COVID hit, he was desperate. He had no idea what he was going to do to get her watched and educated, because he had no idea how to do any of that, and he didn't have a lot of friends because all his family is in Las Cruces, and a lot of our friends already have kids and don't have anything that they can do to help. So I decided, since I already knew how to do most of that, and I was already had her at my house, that I would just take on the homeschooling. But this meant that I could not work because there was no one else home with her, because my husband is working, to do homeschooling at all. So now I'm at home, not contributing, and we have all these kids coming in and out. We've had about 32 kids through our house as foster parents. And I need to stay home. And now, you know, at the beginning it's like, wow, it's so nice to stay home, and I can work on the house, and I can, you know, help her with schooling and all that stuff. And then soon after you start this, you realize that this also means you're home with nothing to do, nothing to grow yourself, nothing to motivate yourself, just home with kids. and no adults, because my husband at the time was still going to work every day. So that is when Jamie went back on the streets, it broke my heart. But I was bound and determined to make sure. My cat is being crazy in here. That's what you're hearing. It's my baby. She's not even a year old yet, but she thinks she has to be with me all the time. I was determined to make sure that she had a better time of it than her mom, in honor of her mom, because I know that she's hurting, and that's the reason why she can't stop doing what she's doing, because it's hard. She spent a lot of her years doing being abused, and so trying. And also, don't judge. That's my other point here. Don't judge. You never know what anybody's story is. Don't judge, just support. And so I can't have her around, but I can teach your daughter and bring her to a different place than her mom is. And this company is helping me be able to do that and still have self-goals, self-love, self-motivation, and make a little money for my family. I love putting on makeup. I love singing. I love dancing. So I have my African dance class online. And we used to go in Santa Fe, which is like an hour away, but it's not going on now. But they are doing it online. So I have my African dance class. I have my kids that I get to teach, and I get to self-motivate and move forward with this company, because I set those little goals. Every day I have a goal. Okay, today I'm going to do the dishes. I'm going to clean the floor. I'm going to make sure my kid is doing this and that. I'm going to, color my hair. I'm a hair colorer. And then I'm going to sit down with the company stuff, and I'm going to do this, this, and this. So, yes, it's, thank you. Thank you, Mandy. Yes, it's not necessarily a glorious beginning. But how you make it glorious is how you look at it. So take time to set your little goals and to motivate yourself with your lows. Lows are self-motivators, not stoppers. That's what we say, okay? So what did I say here? I said, even if your goal is money, focus on the task that brings you to that point, not the money. Dollar signs do not help you grow, and they will not motivate you, because it's not gonna always be glorious. But if you achieve a small goal you set for yourself in that direction, that will motivate you. I have 2 parties this month because I stepped out there and asked, and I learned how to use Visly. So both parties are on Visly. So I'm so excited that I learned how to use Visly to do my parties. If you don't know how to do Visly, learn how to do Visly. It's so easy and so much easier to throw a party that way. But also, party links are key if you want free stuff and you don't have a lot of money to throw around at getting your inventory for yourself and stuff like that. Free stuff is key. You get that through party links. Set up a party link for you so that when people order through you, that's what they order through, and then when you close it out, you get free stuff. Free stuff is key. What else did I have? If you have to take it slow so you are not overwhelmed, do. So you see how I started by buying the kit, and not by getting a bunch of customers. I started by learning by doing in-person color matches that I could do. I'm better at this than the picture ones, I'll just say. But I started slow. I didn't do 5 million parties and plan to make $1 million in the first month. I planned to learn how to put it on myself, learn how to put it on other people, and then learn how to throw parties myself. That I learned slow. It's okay to set small goals, meet those goals, and move on. You don't have to know how to do everything at once, you know. My other thing about that is, if you enjoy watching the other people put their makeup on and you enjoy learning about other people's stories in this company, do that, but remember that they're not you. Because a lot of times you get on there and they're making 1,000K a month or whatever, and you're not, and it demotivates you. So be careful how much of that you watch, because you want to be focused on your small today, tomorrow, this week goals. You do not want to be focused on everybody else's accomplishments, because they had to set goals to get there, and I guarantee you that they weren't 1,000K a month people right away. Okay, so most people start small with these small goals, and it is okay. Don't demotivate yourself by focusing on other people's accomplishment. Focus on your accomplishments and your goals, and not the money. Okay, the money will come if you accomplish your goals, right? So I started small. I started because of my kids, and because I love makeup and I love teaching. And I started because Alana made it fun by showing me herself, not the makeup. That's not what intrigued me about my cousin. What intrigued me about my cousin was herself. She would get on there without her makeup and talk about all her Christmas obsession and all the boxes of Christmas stuff, and show all the boxes of Christmas stuff she had, her crazy kids doing crazy things. She has, her niche is to talk to people and have motivation for people, and counseling kind of things for people having to do with anxiety and depression, because she lives there. My niche is to talk to people about kids and childhood development and things like that. So that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, was finding your niche. Find your thing that you're good at, that you love doing, even if you're not good at. Like, sometimes that's trying eyeshadow and you're trying it with the people, or trying new ways to put it on because you're excited about doing that, but you aren't that good at it, so you're learning along with the people. People love that. They want to learn with you. They want to do it with you. That's why they love unboxing, because they're doing it with you. So it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to set small goals. It's okay to be focused on your movement, your forward, your goals, and not everybody else's accomplishments. So let me see what else I got on here. Keep learning from the lows. We said that. Set new goals. Don't focus on the money. We said all of that. Oh, watch the trainings and take notes, because I learned a lot. They have a lot of trainings. So if you're new, watch the trainings and take notes, because even if you don't need to use it right now, you're not ready for Visley, you're not ready for parties, you're not ready for this or that. Later, when you get going, you will be. Like, I had to go back and learn with my upline on how to do Visley, because I didn't take notes when they had a training on it. So take notes so that you can go back and look at what you wrote even write down who it was that did the video so that you can watch that video. But that's mainly what my story is, guys. My motivation was my kids and supporting my family and doing a little bit for me. And the biggest thing that I learned from doing all of this is that the community that we live in Seint is amazing for encouragement. And that it was okay for me to have personal goals, something that I needed for myself. Because you're a person too. If you got kids, if you're a wife, if you work, those are not your identity. You are something else. You are you. You're not just a mom. I'm a mom, but I love makeup and dance and singing. And that's part of who I am. I also love musicals and watching movies. But that part of me needs to be fed too. So it's okay to feed you, because if you are not fed, you lose heart, you lose motivation, and you cannot work for everybody else. You can't be motivated to help other people when you have no motivation to be you, because that's what they need, is you. So feed yourself, feed your goals, feed your opportunities, so that you can help other people. I'm so happy that Maeve, come here. I'm so happy that I got the opportunity. I can't show you my goddaughter or my daughter to be, because first of all, she's a teenager and she's sleeping today, but she can't be on camera yet. Let's see, can we get you on this chair?
Ow, hit me.
This is my motivation, guys. Say hi. This
Hi.
is May. And because of her, I am a Seint artist. Boost yourself up. Boost you so that you can help others, and do it in little steps. Don't make yourself crazy. Hi. Hi, Marissa. Don't make yourself crazy. She or he or the person you're motivated for, even if it's yourself, needs you to move forward and to be motivated. So feed yourself with small goals. Feed yourself with something that you like to do. Feed yourself with the Seint community and all the support that you can have. Enjoy yourself. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. Don't get locked up in the bureaucracy of this, and enjoy yourself. She is, huh? I always want to put that mama color on her eyes, because I can't wear it because it's so light, and she's got this pretty, she's Irish. So I think that's all I have for you today. Stay motivated, stay fed, get your small goals going. You can do this, and if it's a low, use that low to motivate you to learn something else to move you forward. Okay, because I've only been in this 3 months, and I've learned so much about myself, about the company, and that's the advantage here. Not just making money, not just playing with makeup, but that the self-growth that you're able to have is amazing. So enjoy yourselves, enjoy the makeup, and enjoy teaching others to enjoy the makeup. So let me see if I can get one more person on here, and then we'll say goodbye. Go on, hon. Right. John! Come here. Oh, guys. I totally had to like blow dry my hair before I came on here. Also, just so you know, I did not have it all together. I put my makeup on mostly right before this. So, come here, sit. Sit in the chair.
I can't sit in the chair and see you, Mary.
Yeah, you can. This is my other motivation. This is my husband, John. Together we have had like, yes, real mom life for reals, guys. We have had 32 kids at least through our house. Some stayed, some were kids that we watched. There he is. Kids that we watched for other people, like as babysitters, foster parent to foster parent, and things like that. But he works really hard at a job that pays for our house. And so I'm trying to supplement that by working for this company. And I couldn't get a real job and help him and watch Maeve. So that's why I'm doing it. And I may not be there yet, but the things that I've learned and all the motivation that I get from this company and the joy of putting on makeup and putting it on other people and making them look beautiful and pulling them up, thank you, is the advantage of this company. So don't lose heart. Just move forward with your small goals. So say hi, John.
Hello.
So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my little story / teach. I can't help it, guys. Sorry. I had to have some tidbits for you on top of my story. So move forward with your small goals and stay motivated. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime on here. But go Seint, and I will see you guys later.